Hi there and welcome to the Japanese video game charts for the weekend in 6th of March 2011. First game on this list is Catherine for the PS3. This game is by the Shin Megami Tensei Persona team by Atlus, and it's a puzzle game. It's kind of a block moving game, but the main draw of this game for most people is the adult storyline behind it. Basically, the game itself is with two characters, one called Catherine with a C and one Catherine with a K. The Catherine with the K is the main character's long-term girlfriend, and the Catherine with the C is a new girl that he just starts seeing almost by accident. The game basically is about the dilemmas, the moral dilemmas of dating two women and choosing what path to take in life, basically. You can either be a good person or a bad person, and the game's story will reflect that. It looks a really good game, and I can't wait for it to get an English release. At number 14, we have Samurai Warriors 3Z. This is part of the Samurai Warriors franchise, which is a spin-off from the Dynasty Warriors franchise. Basically, this is the 3Z version, is the version for the PS3, which is an update of the Samurai Warriors 3, which I believe was on the Wii. This is a HD update. It also adds various side games and just a bit more content, basically. The style of the game, it's a tactical, large map, RPG style game, strategic warfare style game, kind of similar to 99 Nights and quite a few games in that respect. Kessen, I guess, as well. Anyway, on to number 13. This is Ridge Racer 3D for the Nintendo 3DS, one of the launch games for the 3DS, which came out last week. This is obviously part of the world famous Ridge Racer franchise, made famous on the original Sony PlayStation. It looks a pretty decent game. I've got to admit, graphically it doesn't astound me. The visuals you see in this video here are actually in-game movies. They're not in-game graphics. They're CGI. And these look brilliant, but the actual game itself doesn't look that great to me. But, you know, you give it a go if you're wanting a decent 3D racer on your 3DS. This is Dissidia 4. This is the PlayStation 3's latest Dissidia game. The Dissidia franchise is a strategic RPG series based on comedy characters. Yeah, it's a really good series. It makes you laugh a hell of a lot. The Prinny characters are absolutely fantastic. If you've played any of these, you know what to expect, really. It's got some very interesting mechanics. The characters can stand on each other's heads and form large, like, swing ropes and things like that. Anyway, on to number 11. This is Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition. This looks a very good game as well. It's the Super Street Fighter 4 game, but on the 3DS. On this game, it takes advantage of the 3DS's Wi-Fi capabilities, such as being able to fight a random person that you stood next to, like it shows in that graphic there, on the train or in the street. Also, if you pass someone while your 3DS is in your pocket, someone else who has also got the game in, your two main characters will fight off against each other. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, Street Fighter 4 on your 3DS. It's going to be a good game. Number 10. This is Samurai Warriors Chronicles, so another one in the Samurai Warriors series of games. Chronicles is a 3DS game, and it's... So I'm admiring these beautiful visuals. It's a really nice looking FMV, is this. So yeah, basically it's more of the same sort of game, just on the 3DS. Obviously it'll be scaled down considerably. But yeah, if you're into the Samurai Warriors series, then you'll enjoy this. just let you watch this lovely CGI. Oh yeah, this week I'm using mostly trailers rather than TV adverts, just to give it a bit of variety, basically. I'll probably go back to TV adverts next week and alternate. Right then, at number 9 we've got the ever-present Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, which pretty much lives in these charts. This is the PSP game. As I mentioned last time, it's one of the biggest selling PSP games of all time, if not the biggest selling PSP game, and Capcom's biggest game of all time as well. Yeah, it's basically you go into a location, you hunt monsters, you do it either by yourself or you can do it with friends. It looks a really fun, enjoyable game. I've never played the Monster Hunter games. I've got Try on the Wii and I need to give it a try, so I will do that eventually. Number 8, this is Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. It's another part of the Phantasy Star franchise, which has been going for a heck of a long time. This is a PSP game. It's an update to the original Phantasy Star Portable 2 with bonus content, basically. I don't really know what else to say about this game, so I don't know too much about it, nor the series. It's been one that's passed me by, really. From this brief bit of CGI, it looks nice. Anyway, at number 7, we've got Nintendogs and Cats. Again, this is another 3DS launch title. Very similar to the old Nintendogs game, but it also includes cats, and it uses all the 3D capabilities of the new 3DS, as well as the cameras. Yeah, it looks a good game, if you like this pet simulation style things. Number 6, this is Star Driver. This is a new entry in the list. This is based on the anime of the same name, Star Driver. And it's kind of a romance RPG, action, I'm not sure. One of those sort of things. Number 5, we've got SD Gundam G Generation World. Yeah, this is the Gundam game. Again, this was on the chart last week in 2 positions. This week it's just got this version, which is the PSP version, the most popular version of the game. PSP in Japan is absolutely huge. Easily the best-selling console in Japan at the moment, except for 3DS, of course, but that's not just being released. Besides that, then it's the PSP that pretty much everyone in Japan seems to own. Shame it didn't get as much success over here, I've got to say. This game it's the Super Deformed Gundam, that's what the SD stands for. It's a large robot battle strategic RPG style game. This is the opening cinematic for the game, by the way. At number 4, we've got Professor Layton, Mask of Miracle. The 5th game in the Professor Layton franchise. It's if you've never played a Professor Layton game, it's a puzzle game, kind of murder mysteries style game. You have to solve puzzles to get more clues. It's a very fun, enjoyable game. The characters are fantastic. This is the 3DS. This is a 3DS game. And, yeah, it's another launch title for the 3DS. The most successful of the launch titles so far. So if you're a Professor Layton fan, you've got a 3DS, there's no excuse. Just get that game, it'll be good. Number 3, this is Digimon Story Super Cross Wars. This is also a new entry in this list. This is it's a Digimon game, basically very similar to Pokemon. just with slightly different sort of characters. As you can see, there's 350 to collect over the 2 games. It's available in red and blue formats, and it's based on the Digimon Cross Wars anime. So if you're a fan of Pokemon, there's no doubt that you'll enjoy that game as well. That's for the DS, the original DS. This is Sunrider IV, or Way of the Samurai 4, as it's known in the West. And this is a hack and slash style game. It's also got RPG elements, and it's quite story driven. Actually looks really good. I know some of the first couple of games were a bit lacking. But this one, it seems good. I'll wait for the reviews though. But yeah, it looks a good game. And finally, at number 1 spot. Well, there's no surprise really. At number 1 spot, we've got a Final Fantasy game. This is a new one on the PSP. It's called Dissidia Duo. I can't remember. Dissidia 012. I think it's Duo Sessim, something like that. That's the Japanese version. Yeah, it looks fantastic. This is just a cinematic, but the actual game is a one-on-one fighter, pitting various Final Fantasy characters against one another. The first game, which was Final Fantasy Dissidia, this is a prequel to that. But yeah, it looks excellent. Anyway, join me next week for more videos, and thank you for watching.